So I call him over. Come over here. Sit down. He's a German guy. I go, what do you do? He goes, I design engines for Porsche. I'm an engineer. I design the engines, I test drive the cars, I do all that stuff. I said, you like your job? He goes, yeah, it's okay. And I go, where are you from? Frankfurt. I go, you like living in Frankfurt? Isn't it cold there? Yeah, it is a little cold, he said. I said, you know what? And this has nothing to do with, this was years ago. There's nothing to do with whether I like something or don't like something, but I just looked at him and I said, you know what you should do? You should work for Tesla. And he said to me, I applied for a job at Tesla and they rejected my application. I said, so? I said, we're going to do this thing where you can today where you can tune into a potential in the quantum field that you could actually work for Tesla. He's a smart guy now. He said, okay. I said, take that napkin there and take out a pencil. And I want you to write the word intention. Now, if you want to work for Tesla, I want you to write the letter T. T stands for what? Tesla, his job at Tesla. And I want you to draw 2 squiggly lines around it that represent the electromagnetic field. You with me still? Come on, you with me? Okay, so this, let's call it a J to make it easier, a new job. He wants a new job. He doesn't know what he wants to do, but we have a conversation. So then I said, now, what is this new job? What does it mean to you? Like, what are the sub-intentions? What are the conditions that you want the job to be? What do you think he said? I want to make more money than I'm making now. Is that possible in the quantum field? Does that job exist? All right, Sam, what else? What did he say? I want to live somewhere warm. Are you with me still? And then I said, what kind of job? You said, well, you said Tesla, so I want to work for Tesla. Are you with me still? And then he said, I want to make a difference in the world. That's really why I want to change my career. Are you with me? So I said, okay, so every time you see this J and these 2 squiggly lines, this J with its 2 squiggly lines will help you understand, or you'll get clear in your vision that this job, you make more money, you're living in a new place and it's warm, you're working for Tesla, and you're making a difference in the world. That's what that means. And he said, absolutely. Anything else? No. I said, okay. On the other side of that napkin, I want you to write down elevated emotion. In other words, how are you going to feel when it happens? What do you think he said? Joy in life? Yes or no? In love with life? Yes or no? Grateful for life? And what? Inspired by life. Are you with me? Now look, pay really close attention. Do you see guilt in there? Do you see sadness in there? Do you see unworthiness in there? No, that's the old reality. You with me? And I said, when you get to this part where you become nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, in no time, in your pure consciousness in the realm of infinite possibilities, I'm going to ask you in the meditation, what was that potential that already exists in the quantum field that you want to tune into? It's time to change your energy. He brings up that letter, and he remembers that the intention means all these things. And with a coherent brain, he's sending the signal out into the field. Are you with me still? Broadcasting that information into the field. And then if he can feel the emotion of his future with his... The heart is the magnetic signature. If he can feel the joy, the love, the gratitude, and the inspiration before the event, because in the quantum, you got to feel it in order to experience it. If there's a vibrational match between his energy and some potential in the quantum field, he should have some new experience in his life. When it happens, how it happens is none of your business. That would be the known, if you can predict it. Are you with me? So he does the meditation, then we do it again the next day, he does it again, then I don't see him. I don't see the guy for a long time. And I was doing a workshop in Long Beach, and there was a shooting that went on in Los Angeles Airport, LAX, and I just landed just right after it happened, like 40 minutes after it happened. They closed the whole airport down, and you couldn't get in. I was trying to find I had to walk down the street and try to find my assistant. Like I'm flying into the hotel, and I'm running down the stairs, and he's running up the stairs. And he looks at me and he says, "Hey, welcome to my home." I said, "Are you kidding me? You live here?" He goes, "Yeah, I work for Tesla." He goes, "It worked." And I said, "Okay, tell me everything, don't leave anything out." And he goes, "Well, I did it for a long time, and guess what happened?" Nothing. Nothing happened. He didn't say it didn't work. He just had him keep tuning in. If nothing happens, guess what? You're not that good. That's it. You're not that good. You keep going. You keep practicing. You with me? And then he says what everybody says. You're not going to believe this. He said, "I got on an elevator in a hotel in Hamburg, and when I got on the elevator, Elon Musk was on the elevator." He said, "By the time we got to the bottom floor, he hired me." And he worked for Tesla. And he was living in a warm environment. He became promoted to a senior engineer. He was making a difference in the world. He was a pretty happy guy. He loved living in California. And then he moved to Amsterdam. And when I was in Amsterdam and I was getting ready to go back to the airport, I don't know, there was some monkey business going on when I was getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden I walk outside and there's a Model X. And he sent it over for me because I wanted it. It was just when they came out and I didn't get a chance to test drive one. So he sent one over to the hotel for me to test drive on the way over to the airport. And of course I looked on the screen, and the only other person that had driven this thing, this was when they first came out, was Elon Musk in this car. So in Holland, the Dutch, what do they have, like speed checks every, 10th of a mile or something? They're watching you in your car all the time. So the guys were like, "Hey, just go the speed limit, don't go crazy here." And we turned the corner, we got off the freeway, and there was just a long exit. And he said, "I want you to kill the spider on the floor." Boom! We just flew down the road. Anyway, we showed up at the airport, opened up the doors. That was back when it was really novel. Everybody was, whoa, taking pictures in front of it. I would have never had that experience if he didn't create that future. Can you imagine that?